Hey, it's Soul. This is the World of Warcraft, and I want to talk for just a little bit. I guess this is going to be a thing that I'll try to do where I just talk really quick and react about something and post it and see how that goes. But I wanted to talk about a certain hotfix that just got that was just announced a little while ago, and I'll just read this off. It's all about the whole artifact knowledge thing. It's a nerf that's happening. So let me just read it off. For the class hall, artifact knowledge can now be researched to a maximum level of 40, which was 50, and it's going to be dropped down to 40. The developer notes reads as, "We raised the knowledge cap from 40 to 50 very late in the 7.2 PTR cycle out of an abundance of caution. We wanted to ensure that all players of all player styles, as well as all characters, would view the concordance trait as accessible. However, between the additional artifact power gains added in 7.2 and others that were hotfixed in after the patch released, we're now well ahead of that mark. Knowledge 40 now seems more than sufficient for players to reach concordance, and the prospect of months' worth of additional knowledge still left to research makes some players feel like their efforts in the interim aren't meaningful. Therefore, we're rolling the cap back to 40. So there are some folks that are reacting, like on MMO Champion or in immediate spaces. Of course, the community is a little bit split. Folks are saying on one side, "Oh no, it's gonna you're nerfing it down to 40. Now it's gonna take a billion majillion years to to max our artifact weapon." Meanwhile, on the other side, maybe they have a little bit more of a balanced thought, or they have a more level-headed thought of, well, it's going to be futile anyway, guys. So at the very least, we don't have to, grind our way to making sure that we have our knowledge level all the way up to 50. Or, well, in the end, it wouldn't be that bad because you would just have one tune that grinds up to 50, and then everyone else would buy a tome, get up to 45, and then it wouldn't be so bad. But you still have that work to put in. Like for someone like me who is on, I mean, I'm on like every day, but I'm not like grinding away, doing like 11 billion Mythic Plus dungeons, or grinding Mythic raids and split runs and what have you. And there's a siren. Sorry about that. I was still able to get Concordance one in a reasonable time, and the moment I did, I think I did this like a week or so ago. Once I did, I totally fell off. I just stopped giving a damn. So I'm curious for you folks at home and on the toilet and wherever. Do you guys give a damn? I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like a big deal. I mean, getting Concordance one is a milestone. You get a nice little proc as you see on screen. You get 2,000 of whatever the heck your main stat is for 10 seconds, and I think it's on a 30-something second cooldown, internal cooldown. So it has a reasonably high uptime. It's significant, but each point that you put in there is really small. When you max it out, it's going to feel significant, but the road to get there is miles and miles and miles away. It's not something that anyone can reasonably grind for with with artifact knowledge 40 or even 50. It's not really going to be until 7.3 when we want to see a significant increase to the maximum artifact knowledge level. And what we're seeing right now, we're seeing that the artifact knowledge cap is going to be at 40, so we're going to get, I don't know what it is, like I'm at 37 right now, and I got 1.8 million and 20,000%, or it's this number that you're seeing on the screen. Once it gets to 40, it's going to be whatever number that is, but since they're capping it at 40, we don't know what the new knowledge level 50 is going to be. Knowledge level 41 might effectively double whatever the heck we're seeing right now, as to with regards to whatever artifact knowledge 40 is going to be. So we just don't know. We don't know if there's going to be like big increases in the future that will just like totally jumpstart us. We don't know if there's going to be another sort of reset of the artifact weapon, which, to be honest, that'd be kind of a turnoff for me. I think I had said this before, that I think that the system itself is pretty inelegant with regards to having to reset it and re-put it, and put your points, kind of reallocate the points that you had earned, or reallocate the work that you earned, or in some ways, kind of nullify the efforts that we put in, which. Uh, Something like that, it's kind of relative when you think about it. There's a belief out there from players that are like, well, why should I bother working so hard when I know that my artifact knowledge level is going to go up and I don't have to work as hard? And that's a slippery slope on itself, because then people will be like, other players are like, well, why don't I just wait till the next tier of content when everything's easy? Why am I working so hard getting this weapon when I know that when the next tier of content comes out, or even when the next expansion comes out, all my efforts are going to mean nothing. And I don't think that's a very healthy mindset to have. I mean, it's the reality of things, right? Things are going to become trivial over time, but the point is, with regards to gameplay, this is my belief, is that you at least want to try to push yourself according to what your wants and needs are. If you aspire to be a mythic raider, okay, cool, push that. If you only aspire to be a heroic raider, but your lifestyle and your skill level and your availability, meets that need, okay, cool, then you're going to find yourself to have a fulfilling experience. But if you lower your standards and be like, well, shoot, I'll just wait until the next milestone hits and then everything's easy, well, that's not very engaging. That's the way I see it. People don't agree with me. You folks at home may not agree with me, and that's okay. I'm interested in starting a small conversation about just what does it mean to to grind. Is something like this going to really affect you? Is this going to mean like absolutely nothing? It doesn't mean anything to me, really. Yeah. I don't think this is going to affect me. I don't think this is going to affect most players at all. And I think that even on the upper end, on the mythic side of things, at least knowing that the multiplier is only going to be so high at artifact knowledge level 40, I think mythic raiders are going to be like, well, shoot, mathing it out, folks, there's only a certain threshold that we'll be able to get before it's an entirely hopeless endeavor to try to grind this out. So, at least that's one bit of sweat, a little bit less sweat off on their backs. That's how I see it. But I'm interested in what you folks think. Feel free to comment. I'll be around. Won't be able to stream right now, but hey, just leave a comment below. Let's see what you guys have to say, and stay breezy.